Well, we're back on the Corvette today, and we're getting a lot of the parts off that need painted. All this stuff here needs painted. Actually, this piece, look at this. We're going to have to straighten that one out and mold it back to how it's supposed to be. But yesterday we worked on this for about 3.5 hours, getting the dash apart. You can see we got half of it. Getting that out is going to be a little bit of a trick. I got the steering wheel off that we're going to have to restore, and we'll get the rest of the dash out of the car, gauge set, whatever you want to call it. But what we got to do, besides replace this dash pad for $400, is we got to get the color that we're going to paint the car with. Does that make any sense? And the reason I say that is because in those boxes right over there is the seats. Those are the seats that go in this car that he had brand new seat covers put on them, red. And we want to match the paint. We want to match the paint to the interior so everything looks exactly the same. Now, this is the problem we have when we're doing this. If we get the color that goes to the seats and it doesn't match the dash when he buys the dash, then we're going to have to re-dye the dash. The place that he got the seats at, which we're going to look at, he also bought the carpet, the door panels, the rubber flooring that goes in the trunk, and everything else that's interior red he bought from that place there, and it's all a matching color. So this leaves us at the dilemma: should we order the paint after we get the dash in and match the paint to the dash, and then possibly all of the dash and the center console are going to be a different color than the carpet and the seats and the door panels? Or should I go ahead and order the paint and match it? Because I got my color book right here. This is a color book that we're going to match the color for the seats in that box. Should I go ahead and match the color now and get the paint that matches the interior? And if we have an issue with the dash and it's a different color, we can always re-dye the dash. That's where I'm standing.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
So I took 3 color chips out of the book. We got 3 reds here. Now, but there's another one in there that's kind of orangish, but we're going to go with these ones here to start out with. Okay, now that we got some light on the subject, let's go ahead and get our color chips. Now, you notice these color chips are very unique. They have holes in them, so all you got to do is hold it here and find the color that matches. And that's a dark red. Look at that. That's kind of a dark red on that. Kind of looks like this one, one of these two right here, what I'm looking at. Possibly that one. Let me get a better angle on it. So if I look at it from this angle here, it's going to be one of these dark reds. Let's go ahead and look at these. Yeah, these are, okay, here's some dark reds. Let's go ahead and look at this. Yeah, we're going to be going with some very dark red here. Huh. I didn't think we were going to be going that dark, but as I'm looking at it, it looks like it's this one right here would be the closest. I like this one right here, that one there. Okay, let's go. So we got that one, and then this one here kind of looks like it as well. I'm going to go with this one right here. I'm gonna put a dot right there. And then when we get down here, that one's pretty dark. So they're darker down here, and of course we know that's not it. These are too bright. I'm thinking it's one of these two right here. I'm gonna put a 1 here, I'm gonna put a dot here and a 2. Okay, so it's gonna be between these two here, and you can see they're almost exactly the same. So before we order the paint and actually authentically get it to paint all the red, I'm going to pull the door panels out, and I'm going to make sure that those match the seats and everything coincides. If it doesn't match the seats, what we got to do is we got to get a color that is neutral in between the two colors of the seats and the door panels and everything else. Now the carpet we're really not worried with. The carpet, of course, will probably be a different color. But we got to make sure that it matches most of all the interior to make sure that it doesn't look like a clown car when you open the doors. Okay, I'm under the dash on the driver's side, and I'm trying to disconnect all the wiring, as you can see right here. So I ran across the ignition switch of the vehicle. And of course, he's got aftermarket gauges on this. I guess it's a water temperature gauge and an oil pressure gauge. And somebody rewired this, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Can I go ahead and say the word jerry rig? Have you ever heard that word, jerry rig? Okay. This is total bullshit. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. It's very, very compact under here. My neck is killing me, and you can kind of see where I'm at. Can you give me that old fitting, please? I need the old one that I took off so I can show these people this. Okay, Minnie already threw it away in the trash, but do you see this right here? So somebody wired this into this, which is actually wired to the starter over here, to the ignition switch. So when I went to pull that wire off, of course the connection that they made came off, and the two wires went flying like that. Okay, there you go. So when that happened, it screwed everything up, because now I'm under here with tools, and here's one of the tools right here, crimper tool. And I'm under this car crimping these wires. You can see this. Here we go right here. Watch. I don't even know if that's going to crimp yet. I don't want to crimp it. I want to make sure the wires are actually inside there. Give me that yellow one that you had, Minnie.
Well, I'm looking in the trash.
Okay, give me the yellow one, the new one. The white one or whatever color it was, please. Thank you. Okay, that'd be great. Do you got it? You had it in your hand. You sure it isn't over here on the floorboard? Is it over on the floorboard?
Give me a second. Gosh, man. Have some patience. Here.
Now hold on a minute. I just asked simply for a nice piece here. Why are you getting loud with me? Huh? Where are you at? Minnie!
What, Pete?
Where are you?
Standing at the front of the car waiting for your next fucking instruction, boss.
So what the real deal is I don't want to take these wires and just randomly unplug them due to the fact that we got a rat's nest here full of wires. So this is the one that was on there, not this particular one, but one like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on there, and that way I can mark that to where it goes. Okay, so now we got our wires crimped back together, and then what I'm going to do, another wire, I don't know if you can see this or not. Can you see that where my hand is?
Yeah.
That wasn't even plugged on there. I don't know what the fuck that goes to. I mean, it goes to the ignition switch, but it wasn't plugged.
And then of course we got this wire that's on the ignition switch. And then we got this one here. Let me get a bite of it right there. And that's a main wire.
Don't we need to have the car running so we can move it into the paint booth?
We ain't gonna make it run. We can't do that.
Okay.
Once we take this off, it's a push and pull deal.
Well, I know. I thought you was going to leave it in until we moved it to the paint
No,
booth.
we're not. We gotta
Okay.
take this out, look.
No problem.
Okay. It would be better if you were under here doing this, but the problem with that is you can't do this. I would have to walk you through the whole thing step by step. I need to stretch my arm. It's going to sleep, please. Thank you.
Now's the time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell. Comment below, because if you don't, this redneck cocksucker's going to be inside the bed sheets tonight when you go to bed. And yeah, redneck situation. Click, subscribe, the bell, and do it for my friend Pete. Show your support, or the cocksucker's going to show his. Damn it.
Fucker, where's my light? Hang on. Alright, let me get the speedometer cable off. Hang on a minute. Okay. Hang on. Alright. Now, we're going to pull it out easy. Take the block of wood out. And, well, we might have to... Okay, hold on. We got this wire harness that's all jacked up in here. It goes way down here. Let me see if I can undo it. Get it where it'll come out. Okay, hold on now. Where's that little wrench I told you to get me?
I don't know what you did with it. I gave it to you. Who knows what you did?
Hold on. Hold on to it. I gotta get this wire, I'm hoping it's a 5/16, so just hang on. Can't see it. Okay, it's the next size up from this. It's probably like a 3/8. Please. Hurry, this thing's heavy. It's on my hand. Where's our block of wood? My block of wood.
I can't do both.
Bitch. Let go. I got it. Just kind of hold it up there. Just, there you go. Hold on. Can you tell me how hard it's going to be to put this bitch back on? Okay, now. Hold it right there. Hold on, we're pulling wires. Okay. Alright, so now, motherfucker, man, what a bitch. Shit.
Why
Well, hold it up there while I get out. I gotta get out.
Exactly. Why the fuck do you want to hold it while
I
you're trying
gotta
to
get out of here. Just hang on.
What the fuck?
Okay, let me get out. Then we can get it all disconnected.
Get out.
Yeah. Easier said than done, okay? Motherfucker, man. I can't see shit from up here. How am I going to get those off? Hang on. Let me see. Let go. Get it upside down. All right, so we got the dash out. And what we're going to do now is mark all the wires. I just took pictures of it, and then we're going to contact the owner on the situation. Now, let me go ahead and show you something here. Can you come inside here? Let me get back down here, and this is what's going on. And okay, do you see this shit? So somebody rigged this up onto the vehicle, and look at what they got here. They got wire crimps hanging everywhere. There's wires that were crimped that aren't crimped anymore, and all this other jazz. So I don't know what he wants to do with that, but we'll find out. So we're at the stage of
adding more primer to it so we can actually start block sanding to paint it. Now, we did remove all the gauges, the whole dash, everything's out. We got the parts over at Sandblaster Steve's house. He's sandblasting all that. Actually, he's walnut shell blasting. We'll take a look at that and I'll show you that. But what I'm doing now is it's hot out. I'm sweating like a filthy pig and I want to get this done so I can relax. We also got our Chevelle in the background. I wanted to do a little work to that. Let's look at this real quick. I'll show you what I was doing on it. Of course, me and the body shop girl's going to bitch and complain because I want to talk. That's right. Wow. Do you get paid?
No,
You don't.
nope.
You got a brand new beautiful house?
I don't get a paycheck. I don't get paid.
Do you get a brand new beautiful
I was
house?
5 years old, so
Okay, it's a brand new beautiful house.
it's 5 years
Do
old.
we owe any money on it?
That doesn't matter.
Huh?
Pete, now you're wasting
Okay.
time talking about that.
Then why
Fine,
are you
let's
mad
stay
when
on
I
point.
talk about stuff that I want to talk about and be the guy that I need to be for
Well,
everybody?
then put it on a fucking tripod. And you can be
I don't
anybody
need it
you
on a
want to.
tripod. I got you
And
to
can be
do.
anybody you want to
I
be.
got you to do the camera work.
But I don't want to be out here with
What we got is I went ahead and finished this tray. This is
he's filmed this 15 times
no,
already.
this is the first time I
It's
filmed
in
it on
15
this.
different ones.
So,
15 different films you'll see this on.
Okay, this is done the best I could do to it using hand tools. That's how life is. If you want to do stuff, you just got to jump in it and do it. Do the best job you can. Don't listen to other people. If they're going to bitch and complain and tell you how to do the job, then they're pieces of shit. Now, there is times you need to watch people and tell people how to do stuff, kind of like with Minnie the Body Shop girl. You know, I want to make sure she's doing the right job, so I kind of watch over her and tell her and watch her. That's a little different, am I right?
Yeah, Pete.
Because you say that I'm micromanaging.
You're a bully.
That's not, oh, okay, so it's bully managing.
Yep.
Oh, get the bullwhip out.
You're a bully.
I'm whipping.
He is a bully everywhere.
I'm the whipping post.
No, you're the whipper.
Oh, I'm the whipper.
I'm the whipping post.
You're the post that gets whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Poor Minnie, right, guys?
No.
What are we going to do without Minnie?
That's what everybody says.
Let me
that
see
comes
my
over
brand new
here.
camera I just
Everybody
bought.
that comes over here says that.
Okay.
I don't know how you put up with him. You're amazing that you put up with him. Everybody thinks I should divorce you and leave you.
Oh,
because you're
really?
good.
That's what they say? Huh. Yeah. How do you like that new camera we got?
It's
You
just
can
like
see the
other one.
screen now. You can actually see me in it.
Well, until you spit on it.
Yeah.
And then it'll
Well, that'll be
produce-
about what, 2 or 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. God bless you too, and we all love Minnie the Body Shop girl. So initially when we primed the car, we went ahead and used the Evercoat Feather-Filled G2. We're not going to do that on the jams. Those are the door jams. We don't need to do that. What we are going to do, because we didn't strip them. Come on in here, let me show you. So we didn't strip the paint on this. We don't need to go ahead and G2 it, and we don't really need to strip it because these are the door jams. And if we look over here, there's our doors. Once this job over here is done, Minnie will get on the doors and we'll get those ready for paint as well. But right now, we need to get all this primed so we can go ahead and start putting paint on it. I'm excited to see the paint. I don't know about Minnie. I'm excited to see the thing get out of here and down the road so we can get on to something new. So what I'm doing here, I'm mixing up the primer. Now, this is the primer that I've been using for several years. I'd say for 6 years now. Beautiful stuff. It's the UP 2253. The 2253 is actually for the gray. What you want to look for is the System 20 U-Pole. Very high build primer. Works awesome. The one thing about using this primer though is you got to have a spray gun that has a good sized nozzle. I found instead of buying these $5,000, $8,000 spray guns out there in the world, that a gun like this, it works great. This is a Harbor Freight. This is the green gun. It's a siphon. And it costs approximately $28, if you could get them on sale for $19, but they're regular like $35. I call them throwaway guns. You do the jobs you need to do with it. When it gets old, throw it in the trash, buy another one. Beautiful gun, and it works great for super thick primer as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mix my primer up. We're going to get all that primed. We'll probably wait till Monday. Today's Saturday. And we're going to start blocking that thing out for paint. We're going to do the red first, I think. What do you think? Maybe, since we got it all.
Well, if we don't do the red first, we'll have to take the whole car off to paint the red. So would it be easier to tape the outside of the car, or to go ahead and paint the red and tape all the inside of the car and then paint it? We'll think about that when we get back. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. I got a new camera. I had to buy a new camera. Cameras wear out. If you want to keep seeing the videos, my friend Pete's got to do what he's got to do to make the videos. Do it right, do it right, do it right, because if we're not doing it right, we're not doing it at all. Okay, we're back on the Corvette. We got the doors done. They're ready for a nice, easy, simple spot prime, and then block with 320, and then they're actually paint ready. So what we're doing today is, Minnie, the body shop girl, she went ahead and got these paint ready. These are done. What else did she sand? Okay, she was gonna start on this. She hasn't done that stuff yet. So she's gonna get those. She's got to sand this down, get rid of all these deep scratches. We're going to paint that. We'll probably paint this black nice and quick. We got the inside of the dash, of course. That gets painted as well. And then as we look right here, we come around the table and we see that we got the steering wheel that we are in the middle of restoring as well. Now this steering wheel is actually in really good shape. Of course, we got to tape off the chrome. But other than that, there's only one crack that I found on it, and it's right here. I don't know if you can see that. So we got one crack, and it goes around. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. And then what we'll do is we will use some panel bond to fill that in. And then we can sand that down, and this will be ready for primer. So I got my panel bond right here. We got a tip, and I also got my tape. So let me clean this out, and then we're going to put some panel bond inside that crack. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a poker tool, and we're going to be real careful. We don't want that to break off, and I'm just going to go ahead and gouge that out. I'm going to get all the grease and scum out of it, basically like what you're watching. And it looks like there is a crack over here on this side, so we're going to go ahead and clean that out. And there was 2 cracks on it, so Minnie the body shop girl was correct. Go ahead and take our panel bond, put a brand new tip on it, just like this. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a crack right here. And I'm going to go ahead and push that in there using my glue gun. I'm going to wrap this around my finger. I want to push it inside there. Get rid of some of this excess. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat my process over here. So then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. I'm going to squirt it in there using my glue gun. And then I'll do the same thing here, pressing it into the crack, getting rid of the excess. Then, just to ensure that it pushes in really tight, we'll take this tape and we will tape it super tight around here. And what that will do is hold that in there nice and tight. So the rest of the steering wheel looks really good. There's no cracks. This steering wheel is actually in excellent condition. I don't see any damage to it except for that right there. So we'll be able to get this prepped up, get it all sanded down, get it ready for primer. We'll prime this and it'll be ready to paint along with everything else that's red. Okay, what we got here is I was down here doing my block sanding for paint, and I came across this. If you look right here, the jack's there. I want you to watch this, where the jack is. Watch real close. Can you see that?
It's too dark.
Okay, can you see that?
It's too dark.
Okay, and that's why I said get the flashlight, okay? Hold the flashlight in there while you're filming. Now, I want you to watch real close. When I jack that up, can you see it move? Did you see it move right here where my hand is? Look, right here. Look, here's my
Okay,
hand.
yeah, I see your hand.
Okay, watch this, okay? Watch what I do.
Okay,
Did
yeah.
you just see that?
Yeah.
That's bad news. Okay, that's supposed to be molded. It's supposed to be connected to that brace in there, see?
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
So what's happening is that's all loose. So I have got to fiberglass this thing here. I don't know if you can see right here where there was some fiberglass or panel bond or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to fiberglass this back to it so that'll be solid like the other side. And I'll show you what's going on here. So this piece will go right here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cut another piece because this is supposed to be molded together, see? So when it's not molded together, well, it's not working right. So then I'll take this piece and I'll put it right here, just like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some panel bond in this area here. We're going to fiberglass these ones, but right here on this edge, can you see my finger right here?
Yeah.
Right here. What I'm going to do on this little section here, we're going to take our panel bond. Let me get it started. I don't know if you can see the black glue in the tube.
Yeah. Just make its way to the end.
So I'm going to put this down. I don't want that to get where I'm working at. And then I'm going to go ahead and squirt this in here, just like this. And I'm going to go like that. All right, now if we can jack that up, let me jack it up. Hang on. Come over here, and then what we'll do is jack that up, and then see there, that'll glue that together, just like that on this edge, and then I'll fiberglass this right here. So we'll leave that just like that. Come on up here and let's go get our fiberglass ready. Alright, so let me get my gloves on. You always want to protect yourself. That's real gooey and nasty. Fiberglass work is very, very nasty. A lot of people won't even do it. Am I right?
Yep, that's true.
It's just a filthy, filthy job any way you look at it. Okay, so there's our resin. I think I have a little too much here, but that's all right, I guess. We're going to go ahead and add our equivalent hardener, what I think is correct. You can see it bubbling up in there. Can you see it bubbling?
I see it bubbling in the middle.
Okay. Let's get in there and use it. Yeah, this is a shitty repair right here, to be honest with you. And then this is going to go right here, see? Like that. And then we're going to go like this. Stuff that in there. And we just dab it. Like this.
Yeah, if you try to brush it, you're going to roll it off.
When you brush it, it doesn't really work good. So, okay, let's cross our fingers. Right there, it's gelled, all gelled up. Okay, all right. So we'll let that dry. Once that dries in about an hour, hour and a half, we'll come back, take the jack stand off, and it should be solid like the other side. So let's get back to sanding and get this thing painted. Alright, we got the whole car block sanded. This is not the final block sanding. This is next to the final block sanding. And normally what I would do, I would go ahead and spot prime everywhere that I busted through the primer on the 180 block sanding. But this has got so much that has been busted through that it would be better to go ahead and just put one
nice full wet coat of primer on the whole car, and of course the doors as well. We got to paint the car and the doors together, so it would be better to just put one overall nice wet coat of primer on the whole thing. And you can see where it busted through right here. This is fiberglass, epoxy primer, feather fill, and then of course 2K. So let me get back to work. We're going to start with priming, see where that leads in. Once it's primed, then we'll put all this in the paint booth. Minnie, the body shop girl, might go out in the paint booth, clean it out real good for me, get everything prepped up, and get this ready, and we're going to go ahead and paint those today as well. Now on this particular piece, you can see where we busted through. We are not going to prime this again. This is on the inside of the car, and all it needs is a good full wet coat of epoxy primer to seal it in and paint. If you notice, this didn't have primer on it at all. This was bare fiberglass. They put a coat of sealer on it and then painted it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, we just got done painting a lot of the little red stuff. We didn't get done painting it all, and I'll show you why. This is the glove box door that goes on the glove box. Now remember I told you that was bare fiberglass and we only put epoxy primer on it? Well, you can see how it came out. It looks really, really nice, and came out nice. So we only put epoxy primer on that. On these here, I did prime them. I put one coat of primer on them, and then I sanded them. So these came out really nice too. These are our defrost vent covers. This is our speaker cover right here. You can still see that it goes through. You don't want to put a lot of paint on that. Of course, this is our speaker ring. That's the lower part of our dash that screws onto it. After you get the steering, it goes on the steering column. And then here's a couple pieces right here that we just found out that we got to paint. I was up in the storage area up there, and we got a lot of the Corvette stuff up there, and I saw those in a little box, and I called the owner. I said, "Did these get painted?" He said, "Yes. They're part of the glove box dash or some bullshit." So we're going to paint those when we do the steering wheel. And then if we walk over here, our dash came out beautiful. This is our gauge cluster for our 61 Vet, and I think it came out awesome. It looks great. We might have to spot buff it on the top here. Let me pull that around. But other than that, came out awesome. It's beautiful. And yeah, I can't be more happier with it than I am. So we are now ready to go ahead and sand this with 320, and it is paint ready. This is a lot of work. I got one imperfection right here. I don't know if you can see that or not in the primer, but we'll have to take care of that. I did notice that when I was priming it, and we won't forget about that. But other than that, this is very close to being silver and white. So that's just the update of what we did and where we're at. No more body work, no more fiberglass repairs, no more nothing. From here on out, it's painting, buffing, and reassembly. We did remove our cowl vent. You can see that right here. And I also went ahead and removed the fuel door. We're going to paint those separate. Here they are right here, because we want to ensure that the paint gets down and around all the cracks and crevices that need to be. So let me get to work and figure out if we're going to paint the red first or the silver and white. It's a toss-up. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to figure it out. Now on these little parts here, just to let you know, I'm going to wrap them in paper, and then I will put them in a box and put them away for now, and keep them safe until we go ahead and put the car back together.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.